Jesus.
So if you don't know, we did just finish our fourth podcast. We're 4 down. If you don't know what it is, I'll link it in the description. Actually, auto links in the description. So, learned that part at least.
It does.
It's on our SoundCloud. I'm having a hard time getting the audio to transfer over to my computer right now. So it's not been on YouTube in the last week. But this week I'm hoping to get all that situated and solved. But today, it was just a random pish-posh of stuff that we talked about.
A little bit of politics, a little bit of personal stuff. Food, yeah.
A little bit of food.
A lot of food.
Apple's being the best. He's not here, so he can't defend his point anymore.
It is a little unfair, but...
Apples are the best.
Whatever. He'll find out when he sees this.
If you watch it.
Yeah. I do know, in the podcast coming up in the next, little while, there's, 3 people that I want to do this with us. Because I think it'd be fun. I want to get Mark on here, for sure.
Yeah, he'd probably be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Mark's probably the one I think will be the most fun, clearly because I think he'll drink a lot before he does it.
He will. He'll come with a bottle of wine and have it killed before we start.
Yeah.
That's usually the Mark way.
Yeah, that's the only way Mark knows how to do it.
And, everybody who knows that I want them to do this is going to know pretty soon that I want them to do this. So I'm not going to go too far into the other 2 people. You'll just hear them on a podcast randomly and you'll be like, oh, that's who he was talking about.
That's a new person.
I know we had Will's sister, Crystal, do one last week. That's the one that I got to get on YouTube. That one was really fun, too.
That was pretty fun.
We basically just sat around the, the kitchen table and just did it. Oh, plot twist. This is basically where we do the podcast.
Yeah, I'm always right there.
Plot twist? That's kind of just...
Yeah. Because a lot of people, when they do podcasts, they have, a specific place they go. And it's normally, a closed-off room or something. But not us. No, we're not that professional yet.
We're never going to be.
That's just a fucking kitchen table.
Yeah, let's face it, we're all just probably going to come here, chill, drink, like you were doing earlier.
Yeah. Decide to hit record somewhere in the middle.
I say you, we.
Yeah.
We both were.
Yeah, I had, during the podcast, 2 drinks. I've been day drinking a little bit all day long.
Yeah.
A little?
Okay, I had...
How many mixed drinks you had today?
I had a drink this morning, and then we went to Applebee's. I had a margarita.
Yeah, you did.
And then that was my lunch. And then came home, drank 2 during the podcast, 1 after the podcast.
Yeah.
One more.
No, we made a couple things but didn't drink them.
Yeah. And then one more.
What was it called?
Drowned Sailor?
Drowned Pirate.
Drowned Pirate.
If anyone ever comes up to you with a Drowned Pirate,
no.
Drink it.
throw it away.
No.
It's Hypnotic and Captain Morgan.
It's the best combination of drinks ever.
No, it's not.
Douglas, shut up. You didn't even try it.
No.
It smells just the way it
smells
tastes, and it smells
awful.
horrible.
Yeah, it smelled pretty bad.
I'm not drinking Hypnotic.
You feel like this is a downhill slide after that?
Yeah.
It's a liqueur. It's
Next thing you know, I'm going to be playing basketball after I beat my white girlfriend.
Living off Chestnut.
Living off a chestnut.
You didn't have to go that far with it, man.
I mean, it's a slippery slope.
Give her a pre-existing condition.
Yeah. A pre-existing condition. We talked about that on the podcast. If you don't know what we're talking about,
Go listen to the podcast.
well, it may not be up yet. Wait till tomorrow and check out the podcast.
Whenever it comes out, the
It'll be
closest
up
rambling to this that comes out, it'll be very clear when we talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coming out tonight or tomorrow night, depending on when I put this up. To be honest, I have no idea.
Well, to make it clear to the people, we're filming this on Cinco de Mayo.
I keep saying Cinco de Mayo.
Because those fucking sinks full of mayonnaise just get me every time.
Yeah.
Fucking white people humor.
And I still have not seen Revenge of the Sith today yet.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday's May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you. Today's Revenge of the 5th. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I kind of wanted no part of it.
What?
I'm sorry, they're just starting to take over, and I want no part of it.
Oh man, it's been around for a while.
I mean, I'll do the whole May the 4th be with you, but
that's
Revenge of the 5th?
Like, that is, like, Star Wars Day now.
Yeah, it's
a Star Wars Day.
Like, Snapchat has a whole filter about just Star Wars Day. Like, the news was talking about Star Wars Day being the day.
Imgur, Reddit, Tumblr, everybody had it.
It's great. Like, Star Wars needed a day.
I think about, like, when you made a movie, did you expect it to have its own day? Like, think about that. Like, imagine making something, and then it gets a day. That's gotta be dope.
Yeah. George Lucas, he probably knew what he was doing. He's like, this is gonna be a hit. Just know it.
Yeah, now we got, like, 3 memeable things at the beginning of May.
Dude,
it's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May. May the 4th be with you, and Revenge of the 5th.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, he tweeted, "Hey guys, it's May."
It's like, come on, JT.
Like, you know. It's hard for him not to know. He's gotten memed since, like, memes happen.
Yeah.
He knows.
Although, I'm so jealous of JT, man. His wife is Jessica Biel.
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
Like, I'm so jealous of that man.
On another note, though, why do you keep calling him JT? That's so awkward.
That's his nickname.
I get that.
Everybody calls him JT.
I call him Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I actually, most people refer to him by his first and last name.
Yeah.
Either Timberlake or
It's
Justin Timberlake.
Everyone else I know calls him JT. Me, Damien, my brother Charlie.
So
Matt.
family.
Yeah, so
Matt.
your family does
Matt
it.
who?
Hot Dog Matt.
Okay.
I'm glad you started naming people, because you'd be like, yeah, everybody else I know. I was like, what, your other fuckboys? But then you started naming people, and I was like, I can't say it now. That's going to be awkward.
Yeah, Damien's far away from... Well, not far away, but he's not a fuckboy.
He's a lot further than you are.
No.
Yeah.
You are your haircut away.
I don't believe so, sir.
You're like a
It don't matter. Everybody else does.
Man bun and pretentious Instagram away.
So just a man bun away?
My Instagram's not pretentious.
Buzzing. I don't know. I'm not on Instagram.
How are you... Different subject, different day.
I don't do a lot of social media. You know
Different
that.
subject, different
Yeah, I
day.
know you do.
It's just not my thing.
Like, I don't even know if you saw the picture your girlfriend posted of you two.
I was in it.
Yeah, I'm talking about just on Facebook.
I mean, I assume she posted it, but... I was kind of there when she took it, so I assumed she was posting it, but no, I haven't seen it.
That's fine.
Like, she could full out just say the most fucked up shit about me on Facebook, and I will never know unless somebody tells me.
Oh man, I would not say
Skylar would tell you.
I wouldn't say shit. I would just let it happen.
I think she would.
No, I'd
Depending on how bad it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was like something real fucked up, she'd tell you.
Oh yeah, if it was something real fucked up.
She on there was like, Trevor got a tiny dick.
She wouldn't tell you that.
No,
I would
that
let that shit just marinate.
It'd have to be like a picture of... Oh, I'm not going to say that in this video right now. But it'd have to be something real fucked up.
Yeah.
Like...
Can we not talk about that?
Yeah, that's...
I'll edit that part out.
Different thing, different day.
Now I gotta edit this video. I wasn't going to, but now I guess I gotta.
You have to now.
Yeah.
I may still not. It depends on how I feel.
You're editing this video.
Alright, fine.
It's like a 2-second edit.
You're gonna edit.
But it's like a 4-hour render.
I know for a fact you're gonna edit this out, because if I check it and it's still in there.
Come back and whoop that ass, Mr. Postman.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Do you really want to trade hands with me?
Yes.
Kinda. Like, I kinda do.
Don't even lie. Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I'm gonna probably have to edit just to get the sound. So it's fine. Whatever. I don't care.
So sound in one jump cut?
Yep, sound in one jump cut.
Sounds right.
That's how all other people do it.
Well, I just like kicking it here on the camera, just like playing your DS.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell people what you're playing?
Monster Hunter.
Gay.
You know, you can probably like hear the clicks on the audio.
Probably.
Not really.
Lame. Monster Hunter.
But to be fair, they'll see him playing it too.
Yeah.
So the buttons will just kind of go with it.
Yeah. Better than just random clicking.
Are you gonna randomly click something now?
No.
Okay.
Monster Hunter's for faggots, by the way.
Oh, it's not. I've been wanting to get it, but
Not really.
I only have enough money to get one game, and I'm trying to pick what that one game's gonna be.
You already know what you're gonna get.
Probably Halo 5.
It's like, you already know. There's no debating.
But to be fair, like...
Yeah, but this is a lot easier to budget for because DS games are like 40 bucks as opposed to like...
Well, the Halo
7.
5 is down to $40 now too.
Oh yeah, it is. And
Yeah.
I was thinking of the newest Halo.
Yeah, Halo 5.
Is that the newest one? They haven't come out with another
Well,
one?
Halo Wars 2 just came out.
That's right. I want no part of that.
But that came out.
Oh,
Mass
Halo.
Effect Andromeda came out. So like a couple of things that came out since then.
Speaking of Mass Effect Andromeda, the internet's been having a ball railroading that.
Is it a bad game?
Oh, it's so fucking terrible.
I wanted it to be good.
It's
Don't
so
play Mass
terrible.
Effect.
Like it's like a half-finished prototype is what they fucking released. It's so bad. People have been reaming it since it came out.
So I can probably get a used copy and play it myself.
No, it still has Mass Effect in the title, so it's gonna be expensive.
No, I'm talking about like
Oh, in a couple
in
months?
a little while. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Mass Effect 2 will be more expensive than it. No, 3, my bad.
I was like, 2 was actually not terrible.
No, Mass Effect 2 will still be more expensive. Yeah, that was the really good one.
Yeah.
People will want Mass Effect 2
Well,
when
the
they
first
want
one was
Andromeda.
really good in my opinion.
It was a little long-winded.
I mean, yeah, but it was still good.
Yeah, it was.
I may just buy a Mass Effect series.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
You can get all 3 pretty cheap. Plus
I love
the-
Mass Effect though.
I don't.
I'm not a huge fan
But
of
I
it.
also still haven't finished
But I-
Borderlands.
I will say I am not a huge fan of Mass Effect, but I am still a fan of the game, as in I can still appreciate it.
So,
Still a
unpopular
good game.
opinion again. Not a fan of that. Never liked Halo.
I don't see
that's
how you could
fine.
not have liked a Halo game in your gaming career.
I won't play Xbox.
That's why.
Like all my friends.
He's never gave it a good shake.
Like all my
Okay,
friends
so
play
that's
Xbox,
different.
and like I could just not get interested.
That's different. You never actually gave it a fair shot.
Like no, I have.
As opposed to
Could not get interested.
you own an Xbox, you have Halo. Like that was
It's like Call of Duty.
that was the second Halo. That was the second Xbox 360 game I ever owned.
To be fair, Call of Duty's been going downhill since the Modern Warfare series.
Like I only
Yeah,
like
Even
but-
in the middle of the Modern Warfare series.
I mean, let's
only
face
liked
it,
Modern Warfare.
Modern
2,
Warfare 2
That was it.
Modern Warfare 2, and then it just whoop since then.
Like
Somebody
bought-
told me Infinite Warfare wasn't the worst Call of Duty made recently, but it wasn't good.
But they're qualifying it as the worst one recently.
Yeah.
Let's face it. After MW2, Call of Duty just dropped off the fucking map.
Well, the third one was just an unsatisfying ending to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I played Modern Warfare 2, and then I really loved it, so I bought Black Ops, the next game.
Black Ops is basically just where Nazi zombies live.
Yeah, Black Ops was
Like
just a redo of not. It wasn't
I
terrible.
turned it back in.
It wasn't terrible, but it was like Nazi zombies.
I was told Black Ops 3 was terrible. Did you play it?
It's terrible.
I know.
I was told it was terrible, but I hadn't played it.
No, I haven't bought another game since Black Ops. All my friends just keep buying the games. Now everyone's all hyped up about Call of Duty World War II. Like,
Yeah,
it's going to be the next best
they're
thing
going.
again.
They're doing a World War II one. That's so original. It's like World at War.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody forget this is where Nazi zombies came from. Like this was the original Nazi zombie game.
yeah.
They already
And World
did
at
it.
War wasn't that great, but it was fun.
The World at War was amazing. I loved it.
I
That was
didn't-
my favorite.
It was
I
I
can't
replayed the
say-
story. I replayed missions in that storyline so much.
See, that was Modern Warfare for me.
I will admit, Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 were really good about that, but World at War, it was just so fun to... The one I kept replaying was that Siege, where you take the institution, the mental institution, that level, and you can go and sneak around and find those RPGs that are being shot at you and all that.
Yeah.
That whole mission. Like, all the Russian parts of the campaign, I played the shit out of those.
Yeah.
The Americas and the Pacific Theater ones were okay missions. There were a couple of those I would play, but it was mainly the the Russian campaign.
Yeah.
That one was amazing.
Now, I'm not saying I don't like the game. It's kind of like Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for me. Like, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
But it's clearly not the original.
Yeah. Not a Link Between Worlds. Is it Link to the Past? Link to the Past. Those two fucking get me every time. Link Between Worlds is the 3DS re-release, pretty much.
Right.
Link Between Time's the third.
I just remember plugging in a gold cartridge and playing the game.
That's the original Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Did you watch Pro Jerry's randomizer he did of it? It's good. He randomized the original Legend of Zelda, where all the items and everything were, and all the hidden rock areas and the dungeons, the entrances to everything was randomized. And where items were as well, randomized. So you would have to blow up random stuff to try to find the dungeon first of all. They were in a bunch of weird ass spots. And then you get in the dungeon and it might not even have the item needed to beat that dungeon.
That sucks.
So you might have to go in, figure out where something is, get an item, go back, figure out where the 6th dungeon is, beat that one, get an item. It's oh, this item lets me beat the 2nd dungeon now. So you pretty much have to do it out of order completely.
No, I'd be mad as fuck. I'd rage quit immediately. Fuck this game.
It really tests your knowledge of Zelda, because going to the dungeon locations wouldn't even give you the dungeons. The dungeons were in random ass locations. It could be in one of those fucking moblin holes you have to use bombs to get to.
Fuck that.
It was really funny to watch. Because he'd walk in, it was alright, so the 3rd dungeon's supposed to be here, boom. And it's you owe me a new door, and it's god damn it. He was broke pretty much the entire series. It was funny.
I'd be mad. I'd be so angry.
He got so mad because he's I don't even know if the items are places I can access to beat the game. It might be impossible to beat it off this randomizer. He's I'm not sure if they actually coded that in, where necessary items are reachable at all points. For all you know, you might need the raft and it's in a spot you can only get to by rafting. Type shit, something like that might happen to where it's oh, I need this item to beat the game. Or it's yeah, the raft is in the 3rd dungeon, but the item to beat the 3rd dungeon is where you can only get to by a raft, so it's impossible to beat the game now. That kind of shit. No. He was able to do it, but it did take him I think almost 30 episodes.
For a game that you can beat in a good afternoon.
You could beat it in a speedrunner times.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Half an hour speedrunning.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I've tried speedrunning, but there's just too much to do.
Yeah, I'll tell you what game is fucking hard to speedrun. Is that Super Mario World? To get the fastest time is the one where you first get Yoshi.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
To do the any % category, they have them to where people are beating it in minutes. 6 minutes. Because you have to do all these look up Seth Bling. He held the world record at one point. But basically you have to do this series of things that hacks the cartridge coding. And if you do it right, it skips you straight to the end credits. Which is considered beating the game technically.
Yeah.
Because it skips straight to the end credits. Because it's there are different categories for speedrunning. There's an any % where you're just trying to race to the credits of the game. There is a full, a 100% one where you have to go through every level and then beat the boss, which is a different time category. There's all sorts of different cool ones.
It's insane.
Yeah. The old strategy before that, though, because you could beat it in the 2nd world in 6 minutes, but the strategies before that had it at 20 minutes was the world record for the longest time, because you pretty much had to you would be able to skip a lot of levels and only had to play through 4 of them.
Yeah.
And then skip straight to the Bowser fight and then beat the Bowser fight and it's boom, credits, you got it. And then they figured out a way to where you can do something and it glitches the game and skips you forward to the end credits.
Dang.
It's gotta suck to have that world record for so long and then just get it snatched by 14 minutes.
Yeah. Say, world record 5 minutes, oh fuck this shit. And look it up, you're oh, this is bullshit. How do I do this?
Fuck this.
How do I do this?
Yeah. But it was basically just to give you guys this video. I didn't start my sentence off very well. But just give you like a taste of what the podcast is. And if you like this,
was this supposed to be like? Were you trying to say that since the beginning of this video?
No.
Okay.
Because like, it would seem like you were just like, man, what the fuck these guys talking about?
Because it seemed like you were like yeah, to finish my sentence from like half an hour ago when I was trying to explain what this video was.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
It's like you're just like annoyed.
No, it sounded like he started to explain the video like half an hour ago, and we just like kept sidebarring and kept sidebarring.
Yeah.
We just kept left turning, and then you eventually just circled back around to, hey, I should probably explain what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. I don't remember that part, but I'm going to explain what's going on now.
Because I feel like that might have been a thing.
Yeah, it's just a small taste of what the podcast really is. It's literally us just bullshitting about random stuff. It's not like we're doing anything important. We're not saving lives. We're just curing boredom. Or how I like to think about it.
Put me on the spot. Why don't you ask Trevor?
Trevor.
What?
Outro.
Alright guys, thanks for joining us for another little rambling session. We'll be more than happy to see you next time. Please like and subscribe and leave any comments below about topics we should talk about. I'll see you next time.
That was so good. That was so good.
That was good.